Alright, this track is definitely too short to host random alls anymore. But we're going to give it one last shout. Hopefully it doesn't go too badly. Friggin' fence crew at the back. You guys might not be fine. The rest of us are going to be fine. This video is brought to you by Bruffy.com. This is my website where you can find all the info you need about me and my content, from a fully documented catalogue of my videos with chronological playlists to live streaming plans and much, much more. Go straight there with a link in the description and pinned comment. We don't need the popcorn. It's gonna be fine. Believe. Believe. That was a terrible start. We got 49 people for this track. Oh my god. Okay. It might not be as fine as I originally anticipated. As long as people don't go crazy diving into corners, recognize the lag that exists on Project Homecoming with the front to back lag now. If they're involved in an accident, just respawn to get out of people's way. Immediately. God damn it. Oh, what a start. Alright, I'm coming through, everybody. Get out of the way. Thing is, if you get a good car, I can't really use it. There's no space to utilize the speed of a good car. Like, I can try going all the way around the outside and stuff, but... Okay, that actually worked there. That actually worked very nicely indeed. The tricky bit with this track is always the changeover being on the first corner. That's where you should be respawning, not giving people the finger! Oh my god. It's okay. Someone's got to be waiting for me for that, surely. Okay. Okay, it is, I will be honest, it is a little hectic. There is an element of hecticness to the track. 49 people on a track that has around 30-second laps in an average car. You're never going to be more than a second away from somebody when you do the math, when you math it out. God. So yeah, I think we can kind of see, this is an example of why, now that we've got bigger capacity races on Project Homecoming, you've got to be shitting me. You've got to be absolutely shit. I don't... Is this karma? Is this karma for hosting this track? Is this what I get? Oh, what a scumbag. I don't... At least I can cut the track. I don't believe this. I don't believe it. Remember when this track was glorious? This track was like... It was the track that I got my win on when I had that little... I mean, it seems small now. At the time, it was quite a big losing streak. And then I came to this track and got the win. That losing streak is tiny in comparison to the losing streak I had subsequently to that, and then now. But this was the glory. Oh, me and Phoenix were Dozer buddies. This was like the glory track. It gave me the win again. Back in like episode 68, I want to say. This was the last track I had before I had that really long losing streak, actually. Last time I won. Before. How am I? I'm in last place and I'm 24 seconds behind Phoenix in the dozer. That's how bad this has got. Okay, I've got this lap to catch up to a dozer in a Bobcat XL. Could this be the first race where I actually finish in the bottom 3 positions in a random all? Here's me trying to go for a win. For the first time in God knows how many races now. But yeah, now that we have bigger numbers of people in these races. Phoenix has got the habanero roll. Wow, Phoenix is struggling. Yeah, 49 people around tracks this short. It's not going to work. Not last! And there's been certain tracks that we just haven't revisited again. This one was sort of like next on the list, and ordinarily I would have just not revisited it like those others that are now too short. But with this being one of the most recent victories I had for a random all, I always really enjoyed this track as well. It's a pretty fun layout. Even though my victory on this was many years ago now, that's how rare random all wins are for me. I thought, let's just give it one last run out. Obviously, I paid for it with the dozer. But it's fine, look. I don't know. We're doing alright. We're doing alright. Considering there's 49 people on a track this short,
scumbag.
I think we're doing alright.
Oh, what a scumbag.
I'm married with college-going children since your last win. It has been a long time. That photo finish, random all, seems like an absolute age ago. I've had a child since my last random all win. That was an epic random all result. Oh. The finish of that. Actually, I'll address this to those watching on YouTube, but I'll link you guys this who are watching live after the race. Oh god. I actually need some help to find or identify epic moments that stick out in your memories. Like the photo finish, for example, of my last random all win. You don't need to submit that one, but I've got a form that I'll link. I'll put it in the description of this video. And just submit like crazy moments, funny moments, just epic moments. It doesn't necessarily have to be funny. Things that, you know, that stick out in your mind from videos for me. I want to get a collection of epic moments. For something in particular that you'll find out about eventually. Oh! Not second last! I'm now 47th! But I'll leave a link to it in the description, this little form. And if anyone can fill that out, you don't have to know exactly the video it's from or anything. You can even just type in via text a specific moment. And I'll track it down if I think it's good enough for what I'm going for. But it's something that I can't really do on my own. I need all of you to submit things that have stuck out in your minds over the last 12 years of doing this. It can be random races, G-Fred moments. Ooh. All sorts of things, really. Surely that's a wait for that takeout. habanero is really having a bad time. I'm just slowly going about my business here. Just working my way back up through the field. I mean, back up through the field has been a total of 4 positions so far, but it's still progress. Ah, okay, this is less progress. Definitely the moment when you got hit mid-air by your own car in the Hail Mary and died. See, I've totally forgotten about the existence of that until you just mentioned it. There's no way I could have gotten all these moments just on my own. So, see, submit that. It's no use telling me it now in the chat. That's not going to do anything. But submit it on the form. And anyone else, I assume... I'm gonna say, if he didn't wait for that, I was gonna just sin bin him myself. That was a bad bounce. That was a bit, yeah. Anything that created a donation sound, I guess. But yeah, I'll go through it. It's just that there's no way I can think up of these things on my own. And you'll see eventually what it was for. Many hands make light work, sort of thing. Crowdsourcing. Does it have to be race related, or does something like the baby announcement count? Oh yeah, that all counts. Just any. I've sort of titled it as epic moment, but really it's just whatever's memorable to you, whatever's stuck out to you, something that you remember as a particularly special moment. It doesn't have to necessarily be funny, crazy race moment. And like I say, you don't have to identify the video and go back through the archives and try to find the video and the timestamp. If you have it, it's helpful. If not, just tell me the moment and I'll track it down. But I'll leave a link to that in the description. The form for that. So, halfway through this race, I think, all things considered, I jinxed it before I'd even had the chance to jinx it. I was literally about to say, this hasn't been... He's calling me out. No, it wasn't me. Thank you very much. The person who it actually was did wait. Oh god. Okay, that was an interesting... That was an interesting view change. Oh, there's the track there. There's another position. I think technically I still should have waited for that call out, but it was so obvious that it was somebody else, considering it happened right in front of me. It was such an obvious takeout, and the other person actually waited as well. That I feel like that's just so unnecessary. Yeah, there's my wait. Instantly karma'd again. Yeah, what I was gonna say before I immediately jinxed what happened in front of me was that all things considered, I feel like it hasn't been too bad. But maybe I've just been having a bit of luck and just avoiding most of the nonsense. Okay, that looks a little scary. Okay, clean body. That's alright. Oh. See, going around the outside sometimes, it just lets you avoid all the nonsense that's on the inside. And then other times, you're better off sticking to the inside to avoid all the nonsense on the outside. The only thing you don't want to be is right in the middle. You are I don't believe this. I cannot... What is happening? What is happening? This is the second race in recent times where I've got 2 of the 3 unholy trinity. I don't know how long ago it was, but it wasn't that long ago that I got 2 of the 3. It's back on again. I've got friggin'... Oh, by the time I finish this lap, I'll have maybe 8 minutes. That's still plenty of laps to get the last one. What a send-off to this track that would be. Was it 2 months ago? Yeah, but that's only like, what, 3 races? Okay, I'm way too scared to go to the inside there. That'll do. That'll do. I'll take that. Okay, I want to get over. What? Oh, that was great. That was great. Okay. 8 minutes. I actually had exactly 8 minutes, basically. Yeah, you know it's a short track when you're doing 1 minute 30 laps in a lawnmower. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if any track is going to give you the best chances on Unholy Trinity, it's this one or the jumps track, where the laps are so short. Which is why, I mean, the jumps track is the only track that's ever had the Unholy Trinity in these randomals. By Insomniac, no less. And I'm not convinced he didn't rig that, considering he created the entire server and codes the whole thing. I think it's definitely possible. I don't think he actually did, but the possibility is there. Insomniac would never cheat. Yeah, probably. Well, that's put me back. I'm still not last, though. I'm still not last. So it's just the tractor, the rusty tractor. The last time I had 2 of the 3, what was I waiting on? Didn't I do it in the right order? Like the easiest order to get the Unholy Trinity last time, so I was waiting on the dozer and I never got it. I mean, I'm kind of rooting to get the Unholy Trinity at this point. Missed his breaking point a little there. Like, there's no way I'm winning this race. Let's add another one to the tally of losses in random alls. I might as well try to get, go for the Unholy. I'm just trying to get as many laps on the board to get that rusty tractor. I'm finally, the way that this is looking, I'm finally gonna finish in the bottom 3 in a random all for the first time ever. I'd never finished 30th, 31st or 32nd. And that sort of extends now that we have more players to just the general bottom 3 of a random all. think it might happen for the first time ever. Unless 2 people have a really bad time in the next 5 minutes. Going for that free... Yeah, I'm going for the free t-shirt. It's not really going to be a free t-shirt if I have to give it to myself. That's a position though. I'm in 47th. Now I only need 1 person to have a bad time, which they're having in the Carbony Square up front. How can I not finish in the bottom 3? They are having a very bad time. I'm out of the bottom 3 again. Yeah, that is a standing offer. If anyone ever gets the unholy trinity, to get a random old t-shirt, to get the unholy trinity t-shirt specifically, you can buy for yourself on store.preppy.com. But Insomniac's the only one who's ever got it. Maybe I can get it for myself. I mean, I already have one, but... There's another dozer. That drag car's going to be a pain to get around in the final corner. Maybe I can do a big cut inside. I can. See, right decision, sticking to the inside. you gotta make your choice either inside or outside. Never go middle. Oh, there's another one in the cutter. With the there's a cutter, a lawnmower, and a dozer all together. I'm in 43rd. I've had 2 of the 3 unholy trinity and I'm still in 43rd out of 49. I've had some good cars apart from those, to be fair. I don't think... The unholy trinity is so rare though, and so difficult to get. It's made more difficult by the fact that you have to get the 3 slowest, which means you get less laps to get the 3 slowest. See, that time the outside was the best play. You just never know. Ooh, Typhoon. What a change a few laps has made. I was convinced I was finishing in the bottom 3. Just a few laps ago. Was always going to happen. There's another position. 41st. Hey, Phoenix is ahead of me in the slam van. 8 seconds ahead. After we were dozer buddies at the back of the field earlier on. Okay, Speedo Express drift spec ahead. That might be trouble in the second half of the lap. A van might just be quicker than a drift car. Saved it. Saved it. We're alright. Hey, it's my dozer friend. We're battling it out over 40th place. Going for a top 40. Wait, was that also for position? We're battling it out for 39th now? Oh, cart. Thought it was something bad. I mean, it's not fast, but it's not a rusty tractor. Okay, we're going to get one more lap, I think. We might get 2 depending on where the leader is. No, I don't think there's any way we're going to get 2, actually. Yeah, this is the last lap. No unholy trinity. I think the leader would have had to have been, like, basically behind me. Wait, that's the leader in the LMP1 dozer. If I can get in front of the dozer, I can get an extra lap in. Alright, it's this lap or no lap. Oh, he's going to overtake me. No! Ah! We would never have known. We will never know whether that was going to be...
That might have been a decent little comeback. Pretty hectic race, that one.
We will never know whether that would have been the unholy trinity or not. I can't believe that's like within the last...
Oh, what a scumbag!
What? 4 races at least, maybe? Certainly in the last 5 races, I've had 2 races where I've got 2 of the 3 unholy trinity. I'm never going to win a random all ever again. I'm just think I'm accepting it at this point. That's the reality now. So I can only see the top 36, but DiNmiTe usually puts the full list in. Where did I finish in the end? Was it 40th? 41st? Still, I've never finished in the bottom 3 in a random all, despite getting 2 of the 3 unholy trinity in 2 of the last, like, 5 races. Just goes to show. I've got to have some really bad luck. I have to get the unholy trinity, I think, to get in the bottom 3 these days. And I have to have everybody else get the unholy trinity for me to win one. A good send-off for this track, though. That's the last time. I think it's reasonable that that will be the last time we see the track, given these higher player numbers now. It isn't. Tracks this short just don't really work anymore for these player counts, but... what a send-off.